Bites, So Do I. Our first single off the new record, and it was actually the first song that we wrote for this record. It was directly inspired by our cover of "Slave to the Grind" by Skid Row, because that song is like falling downstairs, and we decided that we really needed something that tempo.
Yeah, we had fun playing kind of a punk style song, like a faster song. We kind of just all sat in the room and drank a bunch of coffee and just went at it. Like, let's make the most aggressive song we could think of, and then it seemed to work with the lyrics.
They literally jammed on it for a couple hours, and then I walked in and I'm like, well, and I had already had some lines, "The love bites, so do I," and like, this was working out perfectly. This is great. Let's just go. So we got that song done pretty quickly. But it's one of those things, man. It's like it has the weightiness of kind of the classic rock influence, but a lot of surprises for you.
We had a lot of fun with crazy guitar riffs and crazy drum fills and playing really fast. And we didn't expect it to be a single. We thought it would just be our token punk metal song on the record. But
it's one of our favorites. Rock show. This is, I think, one of my favorites on the record. It was actually directly inspired by a letter that I got from a young fan. She's 13 years old, and she had her very first rock show experience with us. Halestorm was her first rock show a couple years ago. She came with her parents, and and she's a little guitar player, and she ended up writing me this really heartfelt letter over Twitter, just this huge page, and just about what a religious experience she had and how that rock show changed the direction of her life. And now long story short, she can play Eddie Van Halen's Eruption. She's in a little band. And I brought this letter into one of our writing sessions and said, we have to write a song for her. This is her song. And so we kind of did the impossible, whereas the song is kind of a cheesy title. It's called Rock Show, and it's about a rock show, but it has so much heart, and is talking about why people go to these shows, and just from the looks on people's faces that we get, and the energy that we get from everybody, and remembering our first rock shows when we were younger. I mean, there's nothing like it. There's nothing like looking up at a stage and saying, "Oh my God, I want to be that."
Yeah, I think it's definitely one of the most heartfelt songs and the most honest songs that we wrote, because it sounds cheesy to say it, but it's really inspiring when kids go up to you after a show and they tell you that you influenced them to pick up a guitar or bang on a set of drums. It just reminded us of the way that we were when we would go to concerts and be like, I want to do that, So it's pretty surreal.
This song is all about that light switch moment where all of a sudden, because of that rock show, you know what you want to do with your life. So, Daughters of Darkness. This one, ironically, all of the rhythm and lead guitars were done by me, a chick, because we wanted to be ironic that way and have everything be, be girl power. But this is funny because we've seen an equal amount. Obviously, there's a lot of guys that come to our shows, but there are a lot of girls, and there are these. It's such a crazy breed of chick to come to a rock show and be in a mosh pit, and these girls aren't there because their boyfriend drugged them there, and they're not there because they didn't have anything better to do or didn't have to wash their hair that night or something. They're there because they need to be there. They love it, and it's a part of them. And so this song was really inspired by all the girls that we saw on the road. On the last record, we toured, for 3.5 years almost, and just got to meet all of you guys. And it's neat because me being a girl in a rock band and knowing what being in a rock band and rock music does to me, It's wonderful to look out onto a crowd and see all these girls that are just like me, you know, finally.
Excellent scenery.
You know? Yeah.
Excellent scenery.
Yeah, he's appreciative to all the girls too, yeah.
Keep coming.
Yeah.
But the only reason they come is because they couldn't get tickets to Justin Bieber.
That's
the only
not
reason.
true.
That's not true.
Here's to us.
Here's to us. That's all you need to know. It's the next song. No, go ahead.
That one was a last minute song actually. We had already had the record written and all the songs picked for the record and we were about to finish it up and then ended up this song. It just
you wrote it in like 5 minutes though, didn't you?
It didn't take long. Yeah. It's a simple song, but it was one of those kind of magical moments, and when we sent it into the label and everybody, and they're like, oh my goodness, this is like baseball. It's like the bottom of the ninth, the bases are loaded, and we're all ready. And then there's a home run right here, and it's just a crazy song. And we ended up performing it for the first time out live this past New Year's. And people started crying, like good crying, but like the response was amazing, and and of course I get to drop the F-bomb in it. So
one of those rare moments where you actually hear Lizzie cursing.
Yeah.
It's rare. It's like a eclipse, you know.
Everybody freaked out because on YouTube where they're like, 2 minutes, 30 seconds in, Lizzie says.
Oh, yeah. Well, you got to swear during the Guns N' Roses cover.
Yeah, caught the bug. It's
fun to swear.